Skunked. Not in a bad way, but just cost us a little bit extra driving tonight. All of my normal spots where I can dip off of a roadway or a couple different roadways have a very significant amount of snow beyond the capabilities of the Sequoia right now. Also, several of the ones that I could have dipped off of also have berms built up by snowplows. So there's no getting around those or getting through them unless you're a snowmobile. Just plain and simple. So we're taking a little further drive, and we're gonna go camp at a sweet spot that we know about. I'll show you. I just packed up. Last night was a quick trip after snowboarding. Again, we got skunked on a couple of our typically they're pretty easy snow camping spots this time of year, but the amount of late snow that we've got pushed an extra 40 minutes away from where I was snowboarding. After getting skunked intentionally because I really wanted to be next to the river. Having backup plans, backup campsites, always a solid idea, especially during the fall, winter, and spring even. Summer, as long as you know the snowpack is completely gone, you should be good. But I always have backup spots, multiple, not just one or two, because my two backup spots, my backup spots were not backup spots, so keep that in mind. But we're gonna head out here, hit the road, take a view of the scenery, enjoy our drive back home. So, follow along. things along the Deschutes River here. There's some partnerships with Warm Springs tribe, with the BLM, Department of the Interior, Oregon Department of Fish and Games, U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife. There's a whole bunch of partners at play here. Main one, being Bureau of Land Management. So they've got a spot here. It's called the Depot House. They've got some river information here. So if you're out here in the Maupin area, wanting to check it out, make sure to stop by. I'm not quite sure the hours during the winter time. However, during the spring and summer, during the big rafting season, there's a lot of information. It's also a cool spot. History about the area. So the railroad, there was a race to see which railroad company could build the track into Central Oregon the fastest, and well, this railroad right across the river from me here beat the other company. And again, I'm not sure the information on the two companies, but they beat the other company, which was basically trying to put their railroad on the other side of this ridge line and mountain. So it's pretty interesting information. There's a lot more of that information here at the Depot House. So this is the show is the Deschutes Railroad Company, and then the Oregon Trunk Railway was part of this this group. So a lot of information. You can see here blasts change the course of the river. So pretty interesting stuff. I'm sure that's probably got to be what helps make the some of the whitewater here too, is debris from the blasts from building the railroad. The Maupin section of the foreman's house. Pretty interesting stuff. If you're into history, learning about the areas that you travel in, so just seeing the landscape, I really enjoy learning as I go. It gives me more of a respect and a love for the lands and the areas that I like to recreate in. So it's pretty awesome stuff for me, my family, and I hope you enjoy it as well. This is a spot I was skunked at last night. It may not look deep, but look at the stop sign there. You can see where the snow is piled up halfway up the stop sign. Sequoia is not prepared enough for that. I know my limits in this thing, I think. So that's why we carried on.